Dearly redheaded, we are choosing consciousness today to get through this thing called grief. Interesting word, grief. It means love, which makes for a mighty good joke. But I'm here to tell you, there's nothing else. Just joy. And if the big picture tends to bring you down, go crazy once your life goes. Woo!
Hey, Shell.
Hi.
All right. I want you're 4 episodes in. This is the 5th. Are you less nervous or more nervous?
I think I'm more nervous.
Okay. Well,
what did I say before in the other episodes? Am I going crazy? Do I know what I'm saying? Do I know what I'm talking about? But let's continue.
yeah, I have no, once I do it, I have no recollection of it. It's part of processing and getting whatever the fuck I'm doing out and just letting it go, man.
That's what I'm trying to do. And, I know we talked about my tendency to overthink and overanalyze things. Conversations that I've had, a decade ago, I could still think about.
I hear somebody close to me was sharing that very thing that they shared with me yesterday. They said, you have permission to not think about all that you think about. And I go, I know. And he said, well, I'm saying it for me because I can't. And I do have this great ability to let things go, but I have to really monitor how much time I allow myself to think about these things, because it becomes it becomes 2-3 dimensional even for myself. Does that make sense?
Total sense. And for me, the best time that I experienced of what helped is when I was deep into jiu-jitsu, because the amount of physical and mental dedication that practice takes really helped me work through my tendencies of overthinking, and just one, because I was exhausted, and 2, because it just gives different perspective on life.
Yep. That I will step into guided meditation if I'm overthinking.
Yeah.
But all right, so sex. So you told me a very funny story.
Oh God, yeah.
Would you tell it again? And my favorite part of it is probably gonna be because we're on the spectrum, but I'm
right.
really...
So I'm going to highlight that part. So
I remember how hard I laughed yesterday.
Even though it's our 5th episode, I still feel like it's our first date. So let's leave some mystery.
Hey, you go, girl. You go, because I wrote some jokes in honor of your story, so we'll see if they work.
Okay, so I was young. I was inexperienced. This was probably maybe my 2nd or 3rd sexual partner. More of not a one-night stand. It was a couple of dates, but we were doing it. No pun intended. So, when this was the first time that I experienced having such a extreme orgasm, where I experienced a female ejaculation, squirting, quote unquote. And I had no idea. I was like both mortified and like, what the fuck? What's going on? Excuse my language.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And my partner was like totally amazed and ecstatic over it. That, at first I thought, like, did I just pee the bed? Where that goes into the story of the next time I don't know if he was insinuating for it to happen again or if he meant for me, because he had asked me to pee on him. And I said, well, I don't have to go. I can't. And he handed me a glass of water. I was so terrified that I could not, one, focus on what we were doing, and two, use the bathroom until I got home the next morning.
There you go. Still not my
But
favorite
I was
part.
so curious on what had happened to me because, like, I didn't experience that before. I didn't really know anything at that point in my life. And I was like, I wanted to replicate it. I didn't know
Amen.
how to. And I thought it was tied to my beverages in leading up to having sex. Is it not what I'm drinking? What did I have that night? I had glasses of Prosecco filtered in with sparkling water. That must be a magic combination.
That's what got me. That's what made me howl.
Well, I would go back and forth. Is it 1 and 1? Do I need 1 glass of Prosecco and 1 glass of Pellegrino? Do I need to have more? So I experimented over the course of several weeks of trying to find this magic combination of what was going to allow me to do that again.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just never...
This is the importance of having female friends that you could talk about sex with.
36 years of talking about this, and not a soul ever evaluated their beverages.
Yeah,
And
you have to, like, hydration, I think, is a key factor in this.
Oh, thank you. I want to tell my story, but I'm still a little embarrassed to tell it publicly. I mean, I would tell it, I told it to you, but I'm trying to decide if I want to tell the story I told you about that was a little embarrassing for me. Should I go?
Well, I just put out to the world a very embarrassing story, so you could tell.
Oh, I'm red in the face. I'm red in the face.
I mean, we could cut out my embarrassing story and just leave the beverage part.
Touche.
And then you don't have to feel obligated.
Touche. My hands are clammy. I can't. All right, here we go.
Oh, well, then don't do it. Listen to your body. That's like, listen.
No.
Let's not re-traumatize.
No. It's not like that. It's not a trauma thing. It's how I tell it. I tell it better outside of this situation. All right. So the scenario is, it was somebody that knew I had this ability because we were friends first. And, but I hadn't in a while, which didn't matter because, you know your body and whatever. So there was a lot of preparation on his part. However, because he was in the medical field, I didn't feel I had to tell him where he needed to be. I thought he would know where to be when this occurred. Right? You with me so far?
I'm with you.
So there's definitely a gear up, but you know it's coming. No pun intended. So his instinct was to be very deep inside me, and the dam's breaking. So a little gas came out, just a little. And I was astonished that he stopped to explain to me why that had happened. And I said, no, let me explain it to you. You have your finger in the dike, man. Like, what are you doing? And it wasn't like a burrito amount of gas. It was this little amount, like it's coming there, buddy. So yeah, I was just astonished that he was a doctor and thought that, I don't know what he was thinking, but he tried to make me feel better about what had happened. And I'm like, no, let me turn this right around there, their son. So the next time I went over, he had 6 green terry cloth towels stacked and walked by me, and I'm like, thank you. Okay. We can, you know, you don't need a lesson, right? I always wanted to, I never thought about what I drank beforehand, which is just funny. I think that's why that strikes me so funny, is because that never occurred to me. But knowing you, I just think that is probably one of the funniest things you've ever said. But I always wanted to know quantity and distance. And I was the math part of things, like, because I just, it's like it's I think about the movie Big comes to me when they're drilling for oil, and it's it's math, it's fucking math,
Yeah.
And you and I talked about if like, we don't know what that fluid could cure.
It's true.
We don't know, like, what it is comprised of. There's a lot of guesses. There's a lot of, and I made the joke before, and I blew the joke. I watched the podcast and I blew the joke. The joke is, if a man's body could do it, my body does, Harvard would have freestanding buildings. And I blew the joke, and so that's why I wanted to say it again. But I mean, we have no idea what the combination of fluids does. We could be curing cancer here. We don't know. We don't know if it freezes.
That's true. Does it freeze? What is it like when it's frozen?
Come on, right? We there's just so many things that could have been done.
I mean, it might be the
just put an ice tray next to your, huh?
It might be the fountain of youth.
It's sexual alchemy. The irony is, none of my lovers were my true. I haven't really had, a true. I don't want to say true love, but you know what I mean. I haven't. I was doing that thing with the wrong person. So I've never enjoyed that with the right person, and I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to be weird. But I mean, I think of things that I wish I had put the ice tray, Like, why wasn't I thinking of really, like, having this massive science experiment? And it's just too bad. And the jokes I was writing was, well, I cured male acne. I cured psoriasis, eczema. Just fucking with.
My
partner's face cleared up. Well, what are you doing, Charlie? Well, there's only one thing I can think about. It's not the Noxema. There, I told it. I wasn't embarrassed at all. I was annoyed. Well,
I'm a little embarrassed. Sharing those intimate, mysterious details, but it is quite funny, and close friends of mine do still get a kick out of that story now that it was 20 years ago. It still comes up in random times.
I still, that person and I used to discuss it, and he used to get into the viscosity of it. That was his word, the viscosity. That was a sapiosexual experience. Totally gas happened, and I was given a fucking biology lesson. But anyway, that fluid is I've done the research, and they say it's from the Skene's gland. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
But then I'm listen, how much fluid
for the majority part of my life, I thought it was my hydration. So please teach me.
Well, my first thing was, how much fluid can the skin glands hold? And they can hold like 150 I do know entirely too much about it, but I think they can hold like 150 milligrams. And I'm like, milliliters, not grams. Brian's looking at me in a very strange way. Have I lost you completely?
Well, Brian, I'm so sorry.
He's a married man. I feel like if he was a single guy, I'd bring him into the mix, but
I'd probably be more in tune with it at that point, but we're here.
We're here. We're doing this.
It's okay. It's Friday in your world.
That's right. It's friggin' Friday in my other world too. But the amount is what astounded me. Like the amount.
Me too. Maybe
it's an autistic thing. And then
like,
go ahead.
No, I can't. It's only our first date. I can't.
Come on. I'll shoot if you will. What were you going to say? Are you thinking it through? All right. You're not going to say it, huh? Okay.
I mean, if I say it, it's out there and never coming back. Some things maybe I need to keep to myself.
All right. Think it through.
Okay,
I also wonder if it's postmenopausal. I wonder a lot because I think part of my intrigue is not because I can do it, but the lack of research on it. I mean, it's odd, but then, I don't know. I mean, women have stopped asking me about it. When I was younger, they asked all the time, and the women were more interested than men. And then the men were happy.
Well, the women should be more interested in it, to be honest, because it's our bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. This should be studied. There's the money going to this. This needs to be studied.
I used to have a joke, and I'm not going to be, but I used to say, about my uniqueness, that I was a recessive gene redhead, left-handed. I ejaculate, like everything that would make me a smaller and smaller and smaller, probability. So, yeah. Well, it's not the redhead thing. I ruled that one out. Although I wonder if it's more prevalent amongst redheads. Anyway. And there was something else I wanted to say about it that eludes me. But, and I wanted to know if it was genetic. I do know it runs in my family. But, hey, that's what you do when you have a dirty mind and you need something to think about.
I'm not sure if it runs in my family. That might be a Sunday dinner conversation, might not.
Yeah, really. I asked my mom. My mom, it was one of those questions where she'd give me the look. I'd be like, okay, got it. Hey, I know what we can talk about. You're getting back out doing some dating, right?
I mean, I'm attempting. This is the first time in a long time that I've actually considered actively maybe trying to date, because my last experience, although there were great experiences that I'm grateful of, didn't really pan out very well, So I would like to, it's been like almost 5 years. No, 4 years. 4 years. And I think it's time, because I think after so many years, weirdness sets in. I need to not be so weird. I need to get out there. But the dating universe is weird. I have gone on a dating site, and it's very strange. The whole setup of putting a profile. I'm not a social media person, so I'm not, even though I have been in the past on the Facebook thing years and years ago, but I'm not a social media person, so I'm not out there. This makes it even weirder.
Yeah,
Put a profile
I'm
up.
thinking of joining you soon, but I think I think I told you there's 5D dating sites and there's some really unique. I know that, I know that it's also code for narcissism 5D.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was probably pretty prevalent through there too. Got to watch out for gurus, especially. But
yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I have to say though, I look forward to it more than I have in a while because of where I'm at, and that could only be as a result of what happened in the roommate situation, what happened with my mom, what happened subsequently. It's like, okay, that's in the rear view. And the work that I'm doing now, I don't look at it as detrimental because it's going to be ongoing, figuring out. I named my second book. Well, in a sense, it's more than my second, but I have Laughed So I Don't Die.
Mm-hmm.
I was called to think about what I would be without my trauma. And it came up for me. I'd sing in the shower.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
That's really nice.
Hey, thanks. Shared it here with you first.
Yay. I'm so honored.
I ask myself that a lot. Who I'd be without my trauma, because I am so introverted, and I always have been, though. Even when I was young and doing a lot of activities and wanted a lot from the world, I still did it in a very, very introverted way. I wouldn't have said that back then. Hey, how many soul connections have you come across in men? Oh, have you? Oh, you answered. You told me this. You rubbed up against a soul connection, right?
Oh yeah, I've had them throughout my life, romantically or otherwise. I mean, on the spot, I would probably have to take some time to really think and go through the memory of it and picture it. But, even in the relationships that weren't the greatest, there were some soul connection in there too. And that kind of connection is really just a wonderful experience. And some of them I'm still friends with today because when you have a soul connection, it's just always there. Despite what has happened, or the circumstance, it goes deeper than our physical. So
Yeah.
I was going to say something to what you were saying before, and thank you, perimenopause. It's gone.
About singing in the shower?
No, but continue because it's gone. It'll come back eventually.
I can't help.
What you were talking about your book, you'd sing in the shower. So what you were before your trauma. We were talking about the dating sites.
Got it.
I was going to say a lot of my relationships that I had in the past have been in physical form. I would meet somebody and it would kind of just naturally form into this kind of dating. It wasn't like an active dating. What came into my mind just now, which is kind of weird, and I don't even know if it connects, but I'm just going to say it. Throughout my life, whenever I had to buy a vehicle, I didn't always have the luxury of picking the vehicle I wanted. It just had to be what was there and what I could do at that time. And it didn't necessarily line up for what I was looking for. I feel that amongst sometimes with the dating experience, it's just like, I'm very introverted. I don't go out a lot. The people that I meet are generally in some circle of my life that they're often in. And then it kind of organically forms that way. With this dating site, I feel like, oh, it's like shopping. It's like I'm getting to talk to people and kind of feel out what I'm looking for, what I want, what really connects, what doesn't. It's a very...
What do you want?
I want growth. I want stability. I want connection, as much as you hate that word.
Young blood.
I just want, I feel, I want what I feel for the universe in physical human form.
Oh.
Is that too much to ask?
You can role play it.
Too much. And I want that person to be solid in themselves and know what they want to. And I think what I experience is I don't want it to be out of desperation because there's loneliness. I want it to be as a compliment to one another, as we can see each other for who we are and still allow each other space to keep ourselves, as well as joining, but there's three people in a relationship. You, me, and us together. And I think that's important.
You know what got me the first time? You know what got me married? Despite the downside? I found somebody that could be without me.
Yeah.
And I won't get into why that was an act. but yeah, I just thought, wow, this is somebody in sharing space that doesn't need me to entertain them, doesn't need me to, and I just relished somebody who could be alone well and share space. And then that gives you the freedom to be all over one another. If you know what I mean? Like that, totally. that dance of, it's like I once said to somebody, I said, I need to make plans so they can change.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. And I need somebody who can play. I need somebody who can play.
Me too. Play is so important.
You know,
play is so important, and I say that amongst even my friends. I have friends
exactly.
that we're in the third decade of friendship, and it's very easy to just become that friend that you talk to, you do the blah blah blah, but where's the play? Because that's where the friendship is. And right. I'm lucky enough to have friends that I can talk about that with, and that we do get to play and laugh and at times. And I would like it to be more often than it is, but when it happens, it is similar to a release that you would get with a romantic partner, with a sexual partner. It is on the same level if you can truly play with your friends.
You had me laughing harder yesterday than I've laughed in a long time. I love to laugh. I'm hard to make laugh, but I love to laugh. I love those handful of people in my life that I don't know what we're going to laugh about, but I know if we're together, they're going to. I have a client that I don't know where she's going, but I know something's coming. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the ability to be silly and not, whatever, calculated or whatever's just stuck. It's just, can you just fully let go and be in the moment and not be afraid to be silly or whatever and just enjoy?
I used to play pretty hard with my boys and a couple times with their friends, but their friends fought harder than mine would. Like you gotta put a line in the sand. But I one of my favorite things to do is in the groceries, those Scott rolls of tissue, the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Nothing I enjoyed more than whipping those at my youngest son. Like over the aisle, like we never got in trouble, but we'd. And
Just great.
and Brian's just saying our time is near. I also I ask people, like I'll ask people, men. I usually ask men, not women. I'll say, do you have a friend between 50 and 60 that has their act together? And the thing I hear most back is, define act together.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, so you're going to do this with me again in 2 weeks?
I mean, I think so.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. Not going to listen back though, because I'll pick myself apart. So we're just going to forget this ever happened and in 2 weeks.
I think we did well. Brian,
Define did well. I mean, a lot of personal stuff.
Well, I think we got very personal, but I don't think you went over on anything that well, it's my opinion, so take it for what it's worth.
Yeah. So for those listening, what is it up to now? 6.5 listeners. What is the half, by the way?
I don't know how many listeners I have. I'm putting it out there and making sure I get to talk about everything I want to talk about while I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'll just decide, like I have other projects I want to do. But this is something I wanted to do, and I'm doing it, and I don't think about the outcome.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
And as we continue, I think something that I'm passionate about, that I know that you are too, that maybe we can touch on another time, is
dementia.
Dementia. You caught it. Yes. Dementia. And just the current state of dementia. Actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I had that on the list. But I think we can definitely, has to be discussed. Has to.
Great.
All right, honey. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for listening and supporting Natural Born Redhead. If you follow the bouncing balls, please like and subscribe. If you know someone interested in sparing others grief and inciting joy, message me on Facebook or reach out via my website, Natural Born Redhead. J-Ma.